Hi, I'm Mahalakshmi and I'm an architect. You are in my garden that is fed on treated wastewater. In 2010, my husband and I were able to buy this plot of land in urban Bangalore and build a house. Having grown up in big cities, we were acutely aware of the pressures on the city's infrastructure, namely the water supply and the sewage and the drainage. Where the growth in population is exponential, the city's infrastructure is stretched and often falls short. Developmental works seldom keep up pace with the needs of the population. With the intention of building a house that is less of a burden on the city, we were exploring options on how to be self-sufficient and reduce the waste that we generate. In order to take care of the wet organic waste from the kitchen, we decided to compost it and use it in our garden. We invested in a 30,000 litre underground sump that collects Bangalore's ample rain. It serves us very well during the dry months of January, February and March. To treat our grey water, we were recommended the DWAT system, Decentralized Wastewater Treatment System. Biome helped us with the design and the commissioning of the system. It was designed for a family of 6 and designed for an input of 600 litres of water per day. In 2010, our expenditure on it was about 80,000 rupees, including the civil works, the plumbing and the motor. The physical setup of the system is a 2 feet wide trench, which is 2 feet deep and 24 feet long. It is filled with layers of gravel of various but specific sizes. It has PVC perforated pipes on the bottom of the trench, and the floor of the trench is laid to a slope of 6 inches over the 24 feet. The reeds are planted in the bed of gravel such that the roots are in the water. The water enters the system at the shallower end of the trench and flows through the reed bed and is discharged on the deeper end into a well. The well is made of concrete rings that are stacked one on top of the other, and it is plastered and waterproofed, lest the grey water percolates into the soil around. The trench also is plastered and waterproofed to hold the water that comes into the system. We also have an overhead tank exclusively to collect the grey water and supply it to the various levels of the house where we have use for it. The planning for the system involved finding the right place. We found ample space at the rear of the house where there was also sunshine, which is an important part of this whole process. Therefore, we had to locate all our toilets and the kitchens to the rear of the building in order to efficiently collect and do the plumbing work accordingly to collect the grey water. We also additionally added an overhead tank that could collect all the grey water and deliver it at the various levels of the house, because we have some terrace garden. And as a lifestyle change, we had to switch over to organic soaps and detergents, which have considerably reduced the malodor and the foaming of the treated wastewater. The pros of the system are that it is very efficient system, which is low cost and low maintenance as well, because it does not depend on any electrical power source or any diesel power source, and it is not prone to breakdown really. It also looks aesthetic because of the reeds, the greenery, plus there is no stagnant water that is evident, which means there is no risk of breeding mosquitoes in them. The cons, I would say, sometimes when we are traveling and the inflow of water is not as much, the reeds do tend to dry out. So, we have to make arrangements for the reed bed to have enough water till we come back. And sometimes delicate plants do not thrive very well in the treated grey water. The hardier ones, as you can see, are doing very well. And the third would be that it has a bit of E. coli, so you really can't use it for anything else. But it definitely feels good to be able to use our wastewater within our own house instead of dumping it onto the city system. I do recommend this DWAT system to anybody who wants to build a house, irrespective of the size of the plot, the size of the family, the budget or your capabilities. It definitely is an efficient and low maintenance system. Thank you.